Well, I just got into Guelph and look at where we are, my favorite place. Balzac's Coffee. You probably can't read it.
One time Nick said this is maybe the best coffee place he's ever been to.
It was, and I think it probably still is. It can always depend on a 9.9 out of 10. And a near 10 is impossible. Probably.
Yeah.
Look at this boy drinking all the coffee he can now that he's not running. Are you drinking
This
coffee?
is recovery day. I've only been having it 1 day a week these days.
Nice.
It's going to be enjoyable as heck.
Stoked. Well, I made it to Guelph. Thanks, Jackson.
5 slots for Worlds.
I know. I was just looking at the stats for Ironman South Africa, and it is like built to reward anyone who can peak right now.
Hey, you might do it. You've been training hard.
Yeah, the training's been pretty good. I think something I haven't done like in forever is design 100% of my training. Like I haven't done that in years, and I've been doing that for like the last 5-6 weeks. The only reason I was going to this race anyways is because you, and at least you've been kind enough to pick me up at the airport.
Picked him up at 7:20.
7:20 on time.
I was impressed.
So yeah, now we just had some Balzacs and some eggs, and now we're talking about the old race schedule that you now have to salvage.
Yeah, I got to salvage something. So reality is I'm not going to be focusing on the Ironman series anymore. Predicated on doing South Africa and Texas and having at least one of them go well. Then I was like, all right, then I'll consider, pushing forward with this. Can't do South Africa. Texas is just no way that I'm gonna be able to run the mileage I need to actually go race that thing. So unfortunately, no Ironman series, but I am still hoping to race the same weekend as Texas at St. Anthony's, which is an Olympic distance, much shorter. I'm not stressed about having to get big run mileage in to be able to compete there, so that's good. But no matter what, we're both doing St. George.
Absolutely.
Which is 2 weeks after that, and I'm trying to convince you to do Chattanooga too.
Chattanooga the weekend after, why not?
Yeah. That's the first chunk of the season for the first 3 for me and Nick, and then I'm hoping to definitely going to Eagleman 70.3, drivable from here.
Yeah.
And then after Eagleman, it's kind of up in the air because I was gonna do Lake Placid, but now that I'm not doing the Ironman series, it doesn't make a lot of sense for me. So I'll probably do that Boise 70.3. And that gives me a good chunk to really freaking actually get into great shape after Eagleman, hopefully. What about you? What do you think you're doing after Chattanooga?
I've signed up, committed. I just got to get flights for Roth, and then I don't have really anything planned until Patagon Man in December. So I got to fill in maybe September Chattanooga full will be awesome. I don't know, this seems like the schedule, the season, and all the racing, and like everything's getting so consolidated. Everyone's looking at this same list and trying to sort their lives out. It's a crazy career that we're in.
Yeah, it really is.
It's hard to believe it's even like a professional sport.
I don't know. I mean, Ironman sees the value. They've been getting big entry boosts. Anyways, this is probably way longer than it was supposed to be, but fuck it. Trim it here and there.
Trimmer? We'll just leave it all. Someone will watch it on their trainer for like 3 hours.
Oh boy, it's chilly one today. It's like -4 or something like that. Maybe it's colder than that, but in our American terms, it's probably like 22 degrees. I'm in Jackson's training shame cave. Gotta get on the treadmill. I gotta do a hour run, some tempo. We're flying out at like 9 p.m. So no big deal. Just gotta do some running, strengthening, and then fly, and then do another red eye flight. But what does this mean? Do you yearn? Yearn. Who be yearning? All right, just finished my run. It went pretty good. 6:20 pace on 7-minuters, and then down to like 5:30 pace for some quick ones. But now we're gonna do some strength. We're gonna do some strength with hips in mind. Hips are pretty tight right now after sitting yesterday, and just gonna work on shoulders and hips for this travel session to make sure that we're just staying loose the whole time, because it's gonna be a lot of abuse on the body, which is normally used to just moving around a lot. So. All right, and we're back. Just finished a run. Jackson's in here doing some work. This lighting's real good on the abs.
No shirtlessness in the house except me allowed.
Sorry. Looks like you've got a nice view here. What are you pondering?
Oh, I'm looking at some flights and stuff. So I'm thinking about going from Toronto to Vegas, staying with Nick. He said he'd pick me up at the airport to be at like 11 something a.m. in Vegas.
I can do that.
And then we'll hang out in St. George for about a week and a half, do the race, do some content, have some fun. You can fly direct from Vegas to Chattanooga, Tennessee. Do that on Thursday morning, go race Chattanooga, and then I'll fly home Sunday night.
Consider it? Probably. Now we're gonna sauna.
Oh yeah, that thing's on.
We're gonna crank a sauna because it's gonna be 80 in wherever I'm going.
It's about 30 degrees in Guelph right now. Going to the sauna. I gotta get my drink real quick. And the fungeon. The fun dungeon. Remember that? Whoa, Jesus Christ. I just about died on this treadmill. It moves. Oh my fridge. I just about lost it. Lost all of my marbles. All right, here we go. It's gonna be good. Got my drink. I'm just stepping some dude. No, there's no dogs here. You ready? You good?
He's never ravaged yet.
What do you think? Clean? All right, here we go. This is what Jackson had to do for...
I probably fully stopped using it about a week ago.
Oh man, it's fine until you got to turn. You had to use the brake because I think that's the best feature. Wait. I gotta get over. Yeah.
That basically was me for 4 weeks.
Saving this leg for
Sucked.
ass kicking.
All right, so we got the Katamoto shoes. We're gonna custom fit these because we got a little bit of pinch points on them and they're designed to be custom molded. So I'm gonna be putting these in the oven, 150 Fahrenheit. Can't wait to get that perfect fit, but how long do they go in, 15 minutes?
15 minutes in the oven, and then you got the insoles out also?
Yeah.
Insoles out, cleats off, and then you're just gonna...
Yeah, double sock to get a bit of a wider fit. I like a little bit of a looser shoe fit. That's what I'm used to. I've been not able to try these out as early as I wanted because with the broken foot, I couldn't mold them properly because I didn't want to put pressure on the foot. So now it's healed and ready. We're gonna get the custom shoes going with Katamotos.
15 minutes, and then we'll burn your feet off. Just kidding.
Yeah, we'll check back in.
All right, let's take a second to roast Jackson's bike. First thing, couple notes, critiques. This chain right here, probably can't tell, it's a little wobbly. I don't know if it's because it's a 62 or if it just needs to be a little shimmed and tightened. Second, when you shift gears, you got like 3 gears to work with here. And right now I'm stuck at 80 RPM because if I go up a gear, oh, there's 68 RPM. If I go down a gear, it makes a little noise until I go back up. But if I go down at all, a little chunky there, and then it'll just randomly shift. So I got like 1 gear. And this is how he does Zwift races, by the way. It's so impressive. Next are the old rusty bolts. I know he's gonna fix those because we're getting a whole new streamlined cockpit here soon for him. Otherwise, I gotta say this 13% saddle, bi-saddle here, it feels pretty good. Can't lie. I'm gonna steal it. Time to pull her out. The 15-minute timer's yelling at us.
Yep.
She's pissed.
We'll see if it's the right temperature because I don't know how precise this oven is.
Hopefully it's not,
Not melted.
hopefully it's not 30 degrees hotter because then you're screwed.
That's not really that hot.
I think as long as you get the old carbon. All right, now you're supposed to sit flat. Sit over here. All right, now what specific area are you trying to?
Mainly under my heel bone, right, or ankle bone there.
Okay, so you
Gets
got to
a bit
flare it out
pinched.
there. So right here and here on the insides.
Yeah.
Okay, so put your footy in there.
Ooh, that's nice and warm.
Yeah, and you want to drive your heel all the way into the back of that bastard so you get good heel contact. And then
Well, actually, it's the outside ankle. I'm now remembering.
oh, it's this little bone here.
Yeah.
And so what you can do is you can just probably gently wedge, but you've got the 2 socks on, so if you just even put a little bit of pressure on the outside of your ankle,
Yeah. Okay.
it'll probably,
I'll tighten this up too.
yeah, just get the top tight while they start to cool. Just don't want too much pressure on the whole tub. Man, those things are fresh looking.
Ooh.
Does it feel like it's pushing out?
Yeah.
We could probably put like a little tiny piece of something on each side to give you a little extra. That's what they also recommend. Just put the old butter knife sleeve down in there. Give you a little extra.
There we go.
There you go. Now just let them cool. And then you're gonna be heat molded. Fresh.
Oh yeah.
Now we're gonna put the insoles in.
These are my customs. Carbon on carbon. Oh yeah, once these go in, they're in. Just because the shoe hugs them so hard.
Double carbon.
There we go.
Oh wow, nice.
Okay.
Go barefooty.
There.
That way you can see if it.
How about one?
If it.
'Cause that's what I'll train with.
Yeah, but you'll race barefoot, so that's the one that matters most.
All right. Oh yeah, that's way better. Now we got the nice space there that I needed.
That's great.
I got real skinny feet.
And hips. Feels good?
Yep, I think that's the money.
Nice. The heat mold worked. Maybe
Oh
we'll
yeah.
Ride it again, and if you got to do some touch-ups. All right, we're at the airport, me and Cody. Cody's there. Got the bags. Jackson dropped us off, and now we start the journey. We've got a 12-hour layover in Zurich. We've got a place to stay. We're gonna see if we have to get our bags. But overall, we're feeling the tension. Cody won't even make eye contact. Look at him, he's side-eyeing me. Here we are, we're in this weird thing. You can hear all the echo. Echo! We're in the terminal and we're just about to walk around and go get some snacks and figure out what we're gonna do for the next hour before we board. Cody, do you want to say anything to the YouTube vlog?
Nothing to say.
We won't get much out of him this whole trip. I'm gonna force him to have fun. All right, next up, we're boarding. So we got a 7.5-hour flight to Zurich. We're gonna have a 12-hour layover, but Cody booked us a hotel. And now we just get to sit and be legit. Can't quit. Gonna have to take a, anyway, it's all good. Peace out. All right, made it okay. And honestly, flight was not bad. Slept for probably like 4 hours, decent meal. Now we're just gonna chill. I love looking out at the Swiss countryside, by the way. It's just beautiful. All right, we made it through security. Then we got to our hotel, which is good. I'll show you that. Got a coffee, and I got a ham and cheese toasted sandwich. It's the only place we can eat in this terminal. All right, we're in the hotel room. It's real good. Cody said no content in the room, but he's not in the room, so it's probably fine. That we have a sink, and we have 2 beds and some storage, and we can rest and be horizontal for 7-8 hours. It's great.
Well, here we are. It is still about 5 hours until we fly out of here. But we had a couple naps. I just got out back into the terminal just for a minute to get a snack. What I ended up getting was a Asian chicken wrap and some ginger. I always like to get a lot of ginger in me when I travel. It's nice that we have a little bit of a airport hotel where we can get our legs horizontal, vertical, get the blood flowing, do some calisthenics, but just keep the hips from getting stuck. But until we get to Johannesburg, this is my life.
All right, trip update. I don't even know how long I've been traveling, but we made it to Johannesburg Airport. Really good coffee, got a croissant. Hopefully the bikes make it onto the plane because there's a lot of bikes and it's a small plane. We got another 2.5-hour flight, or 2-something-hour flight. We should be boarding in 50 minutes, so far it's going okay. I slept like 7 hours on the flight, it was pretty epic. Good food, no complaints, just gonna have to fight the jet lag. Well, I made it, but I don't think my bike did. Based off the old air tag. It's windy as shit, but the weather's awesome. It's dry, it's just a beauty. All right, never mind. Bike's getting rolled in right now. I can see it. One of those. It better be. I think it is. Bro's got it. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, my bike made it. I'm so excited. Oh, it's just, you just worry about little things, and that's one of them, but I made it. My stuff made it. Cody made it. He's currently bundling up to get some detox of me. All right, I'm full on here in South Africa in Port Elizabeth. We got behind me an ocean view with this hotel room, which is just such a gem. Bike made it. We got a McDonald's right across the street. The race is gonna be happening right out here for the swim. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna go try and do a jog. It looks like you can actually swim in that thing too. And let's zoom. Oh, not too bad. So people, I guess, swim in there. I don't know why they don't swim in the ocean, but I honestly can't believe I friggin' finally made it. It's 35 hours. I'll get more into that and I'll tell you all about it while I build my bike. But for now, just gonna get a jog. We'll get some video of me running tomorrow. My GoPro's dead right now, so. And it's 4:23 p.m., so gotta get it done soon before it gets too late. All right, figured get the phone out for this jog since I brought it. Best I've felt after this much travel. I must have done something right. Might as well just get a little 15 to 30 minute in. Here we go, game time. Went and got groceries and did a bit of a jog, and now I'm doing the best daunting task of building the bike. I packed it pretty basic. We just got the bike as is, chain, saddle, and then I got all my tools in here and in here. So now what we're gonna do, build the bike, talk some shit. I don't think about the race until a couple days out. I kind of act like I'm just here relaxing and enjoying myself. So that's kind of the goal. I think tomorrow we might try to meet with Ruth Assel and get a swim in. Cody and I are gonna swim. I've got like a 2.5-hour bike I wanna do. I got my travel trainer, and then I'll do a run. Pretty much tomorrow is like getting the endurance system fired back up. making sure you're taking in calories, just spending some time sweating and restarting the system. And then the next day we'll do some sharpening, some harder intervals. Friday's pretty minimal, Saturday's pretty minimal. And that's pretty much how you get through it. Like, I may even do a light spin tonight for like 30 minutes, 20 minutes on the trainer. Again, my view is great. Sunset is kind of right now. It's really nice here. Like, everyone was so worried, my family, about me coming to South Africa. People are friendly. We just went to this nice mall, got a bunch of groceries. What groceries did I get? We got a bunch of snacks. We got some candy, we got some hot cross buns, some Tim Tams, got some regular crackers, got some honey, and some bundt cakes. And then in the refrigerator, we got some juice, some oat milk, and waffles. There's a restaurant here. Breakfast is included, so shouldn't be really anything I need. All right, what do we got? We got a bike build going on. And I just want to show you how dialed in this little setup is for building a bike. First off, I put the rotors in this flat case, and then I just put the wheels on this thing. And before I did that, I kind of put the rotors, or the calipers, spread them out all the way so there's no rub. The aero bars have been off so it could fit in the case. The chain's off, the pedals are off, rear derailleur is off, and everything is right here. Here's the aero bars right here. We got the chain, we got a pedal wrench, we got a little tiny Allen key that's just really good quality so it doesn't strip things out. Derailleur with the oversized pulley, chain tool, cassette tool, and pedals. Bottom bracket is just so good. So that's what we're dealing with for this bike build. Should be pretty good. I'm ready to get this ride going in a little bit, or tomorrow, I don't know, we'll see. Peace out for now. All right, little problem. It's never straightforward. I brought this travel trainer out here to use, but the Ventum front fork has these like really wide, you can see how wide it is right here. So it hits the frame of this, no matter what I do. So I'm gonna try to move this down, this mount for the front skewer, see if we can get it to work, because otherwise I brought it for nothing and that was a pain in the ass I could have avoided.
Well, it's the next day and it is 10:45. I slept in a lot on accident. I got to sleep, I think, probably around 9:45. Woke up at like 1:45, I think. Tried to go back to sleep for a while. Then I started listening to my book for like an hour, and then I called my wife for like 30 minutes. And so that was it. And then I went back to sleep until 10, but I obviously needed to sleep. Good day to get it. Not much to do today besides whatever I want to do. I've got the bike trainer set up right now, but the main thing I had a problem with last night, why I just kind of dicked around,
Was this mount right here. So this frame, as you can see, kind of sticks out pretty far. I had to put a wedge here to thicken this and push it out, and then take the bolts out and move them up higher. So it's a good thing I had the tools.
But that's it. That's what's the morning is. I missed breakfast because it closed at 10, but I'm not really hungry and I've got plenty of snacks. But I do hate missing breakfast, so I guess lunch will be breakfast, which is not terrible anyways. Gonna swim at 11:30, go check out the water. I heard it's cold, so me and Cody will go swim, bike ride for a few hours on this trainer, and then I will run. That's today. No drama, just gotta work on rest, sleep. But I think after today, smooth sailing.
All right, I'm all ready to get this swim going. I got dressed inside the hotel room with my wetsuit because I don't wanna leave much on the beach. You can imagine things might get lifted, but we're ready to go swim with Mr. Cody McBeals. And here we are for swim number 2, 35 minutes with some efforts. It sucks today because it's a little overcast and it's gonna be cold. It's like probably in the 60s again. Yesterday it was warmer. Overall, not a lot of debris in the beach. It's pretty clean. It's looking good, man. Like, just gotta get through this cold little bit. Make sure I put a little more body glide on because I got a little bit of a wetsuit hickey yesterday. And yeah, let's get some swimming going.
Oh man, the water is so much better today. It's like warm, way warmer than I thought it was gonna be.
The water's pretty clear, you can see.
What a goodie.
Swim 2 complete with much warmer margin than we had before, probably by like 5 to 6 degrees. It actually turned out to be calmer, better. What just a perfect swim. Cody was even smiling. I got him to crack a smile just once on this trip. What a beauty. What a beauty. All right, time for lunch. I got a chicken wrap because, you know, I don't want to eat too heavy before I got to ride for a while, but the pool was pretty cold. I mean, the ocean was pretty cold. And overall, it's 1:25, a little later than I'd want to start everything today, but I woke up late. We got some chutney. I'm dipping my fries in chutney, which is pretty delicious, by the way, because tomato sauce is the other thing. It's not like a ketchup, but it's really like preservative-free and healthy. So I think that's pretty much gonna be what's gonna be next on the agenda. Try to get some training going so I can get tired and sleep a full, restful night. All right, here we are. I am just finishing up the last 30 minutes of this here bike ride and sweating like a person in a very humid climate, just dripping. But the swim was good, and overall, legs feel fine, like I don't have any major issues or injuries or niggles. The bike's set up nicely on the feedback system. It's really, really windy out. Like, that's the craziest thing about this place is the wind is just substantial. On race day, it could be like 6 to 10 miles an hour. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as what it has been. I think that's the key thing. Right now outside, I can not really tell. Like, it's offshore wind right now, you can see it's pretty calm. But on race day, I think it's gonna be similar. But it's white caps out there, I can see it. So I've just been kind of doing my own thing this morning. Cody and I went for a swim. As you saw, I didn't make breakfast. I woke up at 10, it closes at 10. So tonight, the goal is to make sure I wake up on time so I can eat. I love breakfast, it's my favorite time of the day. I only have one coffee now. I'll finish this ride and then run 30 minutes, get the legs going. Tomorrow, we have intervals. But so far, South Africa has been lovely. My favorite accent by far. I've come to the conclusion. South African accent. I wish I could do it at all times. I can do it, I can bring that out, but I pretend that like I can only do that in very couple of word sentences. I don't want to disrespect it. It's subtle. There's tongue rolls in South Africa. It's very good here. I'm very keen to get out in the race course. That's probably terrible. All right, here we are at Ironman South Africa. The race course is right behind me. I'm at the beach where the race will start. It is beautiful. The weather is windy. It's exciting, the vibes are high. It is Thursday, and we are going to be racing on Sunday, so still plenty of time to hang out and understand it. I'm most excited to be here because I've never taken this extreme of a journey to like 35-hour flight, a bunch of time in the airports. My bike made it, everything's here. I've been preparing well, and I cannot wait to get on this course. The weather's beautiful, like the vibes are high. Could not be more excited to just see this culture. The culture has been so kind, warming. Paul Kay is going to be the announcer. He's one of my favorite announcers ever. So that's what I'm excited about, is to just experience the vibes here in South Africa, enjoy myself thoroughly, get back on the circuit and do it again. And it's amazing. All right, just got checked in. Got my bag, my Pro Series bag. And this is where the swim's going to happen. It's just beautiful right now. Everyone's kind of out having a good time, and the weather's good. The sun shines out. The weather tomorrow is going to be a bit different. I think it'll be a little bit windy, a little bit less fun to be out here. This town really embraces this race. Everyone comes out for it. I think there's going to be tons of spectators, tons of music and vibes. So nothing to really complain about. It's 4 o'clock. I'm gonna have a little bit of a later ride than I wanted just because I was out enjoying myself. Let's get some sunshine. Gonna go ride for an hour and a half.
After my cake and capital, the Plutarch continues.
Whoa, it is toasty in this room, and I just did a hour and a half-ish spin with some 8-minuters. Well, I actually had to cut it down because it was like too damn hot. I was like actually sweating to the point where I was like, this isn't good to be sweating this much. I'm probably losing a liter. Being able to ride indoors on Zwift has been pretty nice. Otherwise, besides it being a little warm, I think it was the move. A lot of glass on the roads. One more ride tomorrow. Might do it outside just because it's 20 minutes. One more ride Saturday, and then we're getting there. We just gotta chill, getting dinner soon, and then sleep as much as I can. All right, all I can say is Today's been a bit of a pretty chill day. I did a 30-minute outdoor bike ride, which got out there. First time I rode outside since I've been here, so that was nice. And I had a pro briefing today, and I had to get some photo shoot done for Ironman. And now I'm gonna eat this pizza. Just been eating, chilling, and I'm gonna watch some Apple TV right here. This is the layout. Super relaxed. We got some leg pumps. I'm gonna get my race shoes ready. I'm all checked in. Bike's over there, the gear's over there. I got a little sandwich if I need a snack later, because you never know if you're gonna get hungry again. Things are really inexpensive here, which is great. Like, most of my dinner time meals have been between like $12 and $18, and normally that's like a $25 to $35 meal at home, so that's been lovely. The food's been great. Pro briefing was good. Learned that the roads are gonna be quite bumpy. We're gonna get wind. I hope we get a full swim. The wind is gonna be offshore, so it should calm things down in the morning. Tomorrow, we'll just go through the check-in process. We'll kind of run you through all those little things, but basically today's just been pretty chill. You look forward to those days. You don't leave the hotel much. You do some walking. Tomorrow, sharpen up. Last swim, last bike, last run before the big day. Competition's looking great. There's always going to be someone who's faster or stronger, but again, it's a race of attrition. I don't know, I've had this kind of like mindset lately, like, it doesn't really matter. You do a good race, you do a bad race, like, you want to go out there and have your best ever, but like, if you don't, it's not the worst thing ever. I'm here, I'm in this great country. I've got tons of friends, I've met people. I've just really been taking in the culture. So this is a business trip, but I've still been allowing for some fun. That's today. Tomorrow we'll have more to show you, more to talk about, and until then, bye. Well, good friggin' morning. It is the day before the race, and things are starting to get racy. We're looking at the shoes. We're looking at the bike.
Got her as straight as I could on the front end. Sometimes you gotta adjust it, but wow, looks nice and quick. Straight down to these fast TT bars. We've got the old clickers. We've got the Race Ranger dialed in. Now you get to take it home and install it yourself. It's pretty easy. And also we've got this BTA mount set up. Just have one bottle, one liter right here, that bottle right there. Got a little 750 mil back here. They're gonna have precision on course, so I can just restock. Buy saddle set into like a 7 or 8 degreer. Down to the chain ring, pedals, oversized pulley, Envy disc, which is just such a little gem. Tires are still good, even though we did a little trainer riding. I'm gonna run a bottle cage. I know it's not the fastest ever, but I assume that it's just a low loss. I don't like running a bottle underneath this over here just because it hits my knees. And for a full, I don't really want to mess with that. So that's what we got. The bike is looking good. Front wheels are just deep enough to where it won't catch too much wind. Oh yeah, also got the Adidas, the Adios Pro 4. I haven't ran in them yet. Today will be the first time. Other than that, I got my numbers. We got a cool little inspirational message put in my packet from a child. Very nice. From school. Crushed that course. So I think Cody and I are gonna go for a swim. It's 8:13, right around 8:30. The waves are still a little flowy. Yeah. So we're gonna go swim out in that. See how it goes. Should be all right. Just get out past the break. I think you can probably see some swimmers right there. The rest of today is just gonna be focused on eating, resting, dropping bikes, maybe around like 1 or 2. Got a swim bike run, of course. Nothing really big there. And that's all I got this morning. It's almost time to go. It's time to embrace this journey. I just got the old swim done. Got the old Speedo still on. And I was body surfing at the end, and I just didn't even think about it. I was having so much fun. My goggles were on the outside of my cap, and then goggles gone. So they're not being found again. The swell was probably 2 to 4 foot high. Pretty good swells. And the sets were kind of coming in as the tide was coming in. There's a lot of people out there right now. We were just swimming right out there. Actually, right out there. So yeah, the sets were pretty good. They were pretty big. And overall, feeling like the body has had plenty of time to rest, relax. Lost my goggles, but I got a backup. I forgot to mention that. I got more goggles. I'm good to go. Woo. All right, checking in. The bike is getting checked in right now. Here it is. We've got everything good to go for tomorrow. Should be all right. Overall, it's real hot today. Super high UV index. We're gonna wear these new GPS units so you can track us the whole time. This has to go in our back, on our neck, which is not ideal. Overall, that's where she goes. Envy wheels are looking good.
The new Ventum is going to be good for this course. I tightened all the screws quite a bit because it's quite a bumpy course. Disc brakes have a little tiny rub. I'm going to have to kind of keep hoping that works its way out in the morning. It's just impossible sometimes to get 100% nailed down. But yeah, this is the race site. We're swimming right behind us. We'll be running through here. 1 transition, 2 loop swim, 3 loop bike, 4 loop run. No big deal. 5:30 in the PM, and I just got dinner. We got some dessert. We got my apple tart. That'll be delicious here shortly with ice cream. I don't know if I'm gonna eat that. Then we got extra rice with some chicken stir fry. Got everything kind of set out for what I need in the morning. I've got a 3 a.m. wake up, so that'll be best day ever. So I'm gonna try to get to bed or lay down or just tie it off pretty soon. So anyways, we'll talk probably after the race. I don't know if I'll get much content during the race because it's going to be a bit tough. So we're just going to send it. I'll give you an update afterwards, and peace.
Woo! Race done. And I just wanted to kind of briefly give you a rundown of everything. The bike is just destroyed. It's just got like crap and stickiness and I don't know, stuff all over it. Probably a lot of liquids that were flying around on and around me. Not gonna say it's pee, but that's probably not pee because I washed myself off like 4 times. So what can I tell you about the race? Well, first and foremost, it was one of the toughest swims I've ever done. It was like pretty okay looking to the first buoy. It was like 300 or 400 meters out. And then all of a sudden we took a left and it was like literally take a washing machine, shake it around, put a bucket of clothes in there, and it was a washing machine. There was no rhythm. You were getting hit by like probably elbow to fingertip height waves. The chop was really high. 2 laps of that. I mean, in America, they would have canceled that, but I know they are so hell-bent on having these swims here because they have to cancel them almost every year or shorten them. But we got a good one. It was worth it. Everyone earned their keep. Bike course, the wind was howling even when I woke up in the morning. It was like freaking, it was like, Dorothy, we're not in Kansas anymore. On course, the second you got out of town and took a left, it was like a 45-minute kind of long reach, all into wind, all into this light 2 to 4% grade. Like you were punished if you got out of the aero bars at all. We had some really, really fast tailwind sections. I was about 15, 20 watts low on the bike, just didn't have quite the leg torque and pressure, just felt a little bit, I don't know, it just wasn't there. The first loop for me was really tough. It was a 3-loop course. I was not feeling like I was competitive, like I wanted to keep going. I had to really fight some demons on that because there was a little quit in me I had to get out. So I took some caffeine. I took 2 Tylenol because my back was just killing me. So I had to take some painkillers on the bike. My back was just wrecked. Got better, 2nd and 3rd lap. Held it down, didn't lose too much time. Still a slow bike. What Magnus and that front group did was literally insane, but what Magnus did was insane. Running, I avoided any issues nutritionally, didn't have any bonks. I almost had a bonk, but I did 90 grams an hour, 3 gels an hour of precision. Took a little bit of electrolytes, a little caffeine. I will say too, these Adidas Adios Pro 4, these were pretty awesome. Like everyone actually was like, man, those shoes are awesome, but honestly, these were great. The first 10, 20K, they felt like brand new. I slept on this bed with all this shit on it last night because I didn't care. They also gave us this cool hat. Look at this brim hat. I'm gonna keep this guy. So that'll be today, organized. I think we're gonna go to a safari, or like not a safari, but like a national park where we can drive through and see elephants and stuff. Cody didn't have a very good day. He had to pull off on the run because his calf's been injured and he was just hoping it would be better. And Matt Hansen was just kind of sick and thought he was over it. And I got top American, 17th place. Oh man, this sport's so fast. For me, 17th place is like, yeah, that's pretty much good. 38 years old, full-time jobs and lives and stuff. And I really hope I can still pull some more speed out of this body, this stuff here, and maybe go faster. It's crazy. Like sometimes during the bike, you're like, I don't even want to do this anymore. Why am I racing? The morning of the race, the first time this whole race, I was like, why, what, how? I wish the pressure, like it's just like that routine of the morning that just kind of gets under my skin sometimes. I would rather just wake up and be like, all right, we'll start in maybe an hour. Let's just get it going. Anyways, but now I get to look at this beautiful view. It is absolutely stunning out right now. And we will give you some updates about anything else, maybe packing or maybe not. Maybe this is it. This might be the end.
no more. We'll find out. Peace out. Oh yeah. Zebras. Oh, here he's coming to make the move.
Such an inefficient way to drink.
Little whiskers.
Furry little nuggets.